Most people think a treadmill needs to be a massive, room-dominating piece of furniture that you eventually just end up hanging laundry on. But this thing from FOUSAE actually tries to solve that problem by being surprisingly low profile. It is essentially a walking pad that grew up, and honestly, the way it handles the transition from a desk-side walker to a full-blown running machine is pretty slick. You just pop the handle up, and suddenly you have a console to lean on. It feels sturdy enough for a decent jog, which is a relief because a lot of these compact units feel like they might just fold in half if you pick up the pace. What really caught my attention is the motor. It is a 3 HP brushless unit, and it is genuinely quiet. You could easily take a work call while walking at a slow pace, without the person on the other end wondering why you sound like you are standing next to a jet engine. It stays under that 30 decibel mark, which is a big deal if you live in an apartment with thin walls or neighbors who complain about everything. The shock absorption is another highlight. They have packed in 10 of these little dampening columns under the deck, and you can actually feel the difference in your knees after a 20-minute session. It is not quite like running on a cloud, but it is definitely softer than pounding the pavement. Now here is the catch. While it claims to handle up to 400 pounds, the running surface is about 16 inches wide. If you are a larger person or someone with a really wide gait, you might find yourself having to pay a bit more attention to your foot placement than you would on a commercial gym machine. It is not a deal breaker, but it is something to keep in mind. The incline is manual, which is a bit of a bummer since you have to hop off to adjust it, but given how compact the frame is, it is a fair trade-off for the space you save. The HIIT programs are a nice touch, especially since most walking pads just offer a basic speed control and call it a day. Having 12 built-in routines, actually, gives you a reason to push yourself rather than just mindlessly walking while watching a show. The magnetic remote is a smart little detail too. It sticks right to the side of the frame, so you are not constantly hunting for it under the couch. It is not perfect, and it is not going to replace a professional-grade treadmill for a marathon runner, but for someone trying to squeeze a real workout into a small home office or a tight living room, this thing is punching way above its weight class. It is a solid, well-thought-out piece of gear that actually delivers on its promises without taking over your entire floor plan.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.